All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Vigilantes, episode 3. You made your big debut. You even sort of fought along Aizawa. Awesome.
Kind of.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They might be getting your name wrong, but you know, hey, cruller donuts are also fantastic.
And who cares if you spent a little bit of time in the fryer, you know? Like,
Yep.
that's where all the good shit goes.
Exactly. You're just, getting properly baked into, a real superhero, except not quite, because you're not official. But
yeah, and you might never be if you keep
probably
going down
won't be.
this whole side of things here. Because, vigilantism is a crime.
That's
you
true.
You are on the wrong side of the law.
Yeah.
And the law is coming for you.
That's right.
Sakauchi is like, I'm not about this.
I've donned my hat and I'm heading out. Yeah.
Yeah. But given we have a trio of sorts, they are actually working together now, kinda.
Quite effectively too.
I want to see them. I want to see them pull some stuff. I want to see them get stuff done. Like, there could be some fun between the three of them.
You got your first bit of sort of positive reinforcement in how that job went. So let's do another.
Yeah. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Right.
Too real. Nice.
I love that they've got well, no, this is just his apartment, but for them, it's a proper little hideout.
Huh. Yes. That's
Yeah, without the mask, you can't tell.
It's Knuckle Duster. Let's go.
You gotta unwind somehow.
Right.
B.
Oh. 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 Yeah. She does have a lot of hair, so.
But that's how she gets her confidence of
Right.
the
Yeah.
alter ego. Day job ended early. What is your day job?
Yeah. I
still don't fully believe it.
All right, they're already roommates. Yes. Since when is it shared space? Yeah.
Hey, start charging them rent. That does make a lot of sense, though, because then you'd need less time.
Oh my god, the ad.
Yeah.
Yes. He works at a family mart. I'm sorry, a family. Yes. No, not one.
Ouch.
Ah,
Nice.
amazing.
Being able to just do a show somewhere and have that many people show up. Yeah, she's quite popular. Yeah.
I love the thunderous male chorus.
Right. Yeah.
Just some little kid.
Hey.
Yeah. God.
Yes, these two.
Yes. That's what it means to be a man. Yeah. Oh. Oh no!
I had a feeling.
He's juicing just so that he can touch her.
Damn.
Oh! It's like a gigantic catfish or something.
Yeah, something.
Well, alright. There's a problem.
Although this also might be the perfect time for you to help out. It slithers, you slide.
Oh, dang. He can, like, use his, like, slime to climb. Oh, the cruller! Their knees are still knocking.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he... Whoop,
Yeah, and he
right out.
doesn't stop him.
Oh! Yeah, there we go.
Ah, yes. Always trash bags.
Trash bags everywhere.
Never clean up the city.
We got an idea. Lead him to the udon place.
Yep.
No.
And then punch.
Oh, flour?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so now he's not slippery.
Yeah. From the noodles, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna cook you up. Oh, he's an eel. That's what it is, yeah. Right.
This could be someone that you could question of, hey, where'd you get this? I'm wearing boxers.
I didn't go past the curtain. Put it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is actually kind of some part of the college lifestyle. It's just having unruly roommates.
Yep. Doesn't even realize he's not in there right now.
Yep. Yeah, these are your friends now.
Yep.
These are actual friends, kind of.
Sorta.
Oh.
In this country, okay.
Interesting. So it's getting smuggled in from outside of Japan. Yeah.
Cool.
Which means the distribution is very limited.
Mm-hmm. That's also probably why heroes aren't, like, doing much with it.
Oh,
okay.
They're testing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's localized. It's not because...
Right, they don't want to make a big deal about it.
Whoa, sure. Yeah, could even be marketing for a buyer.
I keep forgetting that they're middle schoolers.
Yep, with those voices.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are the best! Yeah, they're looking out for him.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to be heroes, too.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't think he knows, though.
Yeah,
I think...
hold that.
All Might mug, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Cute. Are you that popular? Damn.
You guys aren't very undercover, yeah.
Immediately spotted by a fan, too. Aww. Oh, you're doing this, though.
Wow.
Oh, manager. Like, how popular, though?
Right.
On Popstagram, you know, like... I'm here for this.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my god! Yes!
How he gets around. One of the great mysteries of the universe. Oh my god!
What the hell? What the hell? Oh, I just saw the backpack and the stockings.
Yeah.
What?
That's terrifying.
Oh, this is gonna get really big and really bad.
That's like city disaster level event.
Oh my god!
Like, the heroes will have to come in for this.
Multiple is an understatement.
Yeah.
Ah, so this is
That
how
could
we'll
be
bring in some of the more
thousands.
pro heroes.
Sure.
He's got that kind of eyesight, you know? Like, he's like... Oh, and Ingenium, of course, he's the fastest. Yeah.
Oh!
Holy
and Endeavor!
shit! Whoa!
Oh, that's...
Yeah, we got Best Genus, we got everybody here. Yeah! Wow.
Oh yeah, Midnight would be so helpful here.
Jeez. They were here fast. Yeah, what was that all about?
Following the bee.
Yeah. Oh, she could feel that.
Okay.
Are they from the same school?
Okay. Cool.
Well.
That is terrifying, though. Just the idea that, oh yeah, like, she could do this pretty much whenever she wanted. Like, other than just trying to make sure she doesn't get caught, that's the only limitation.
Yeah. All right, we got a roommate situation we've got to solve here.
Yep.
How do we share a living space?
Well, Koichi, what you got to do is you got to start charging them rent, or at the very least be like, okay, well, if you're not doing that, then clearly my role in this vigilante operation is to go to work and make money so that you guys can go and do vigilante stuff. Because I love that he brought that up. It's like, yeah, if you want to do like vigilante stuff, you're not an official hero.
Right.
You got to make money and like pay the bills. So you really don't have a lot of time.
Even if you were a hero, being a hero, a licensed hero, doesn't even pay the bills. Like,
I guess I figured, yeah, heroes would be getting paid or something.
No, they would be, but you think you get paid a living wage just because you have a job, Jacob? Like,
well, okay, if we want to go there.
That's what his point was. He's got to be in this crummy little spot here.
Oh, yeah.
Working at a conveni, you know?
Right.
No, just because you have a job doesn't mean you're getting paid like shit. Like, man. Then we have everybody having different things that they're wanting to get out of this whole vigilante thing. Obviously, Popstep is concerned with her popularity more than she is the vigilante things there.
Right.
Knuckle Duster's just like, there's something rotten here, and I'm gonna
sniff it out and punch it.
Yeah. And so he's on that. And otherwise, he's just drinking beer and watching sports, I guess.
Right, yeah, I don't buy his thing of getting off work early. Nah, I don't know. I'm convinced this dude don't have a job. Like,
it would be interesting that if he does have a job, it's something like really like Mr. Incredible style, where it's something that it's so boring and ineffective and corrupt
that he just hates it.
That he hates it. And it's just that he's like, no, I've got to eat. I've got to, survive or what have you. Or like he did have a job and he like acted out Mr. Incredible style.
He feels like the equivalent of like a gym rat that basically is like, I work out, and then I play video games, and that's enough for me. Except Vigilantes is his,
maybe, yeah,
is his thing.
I'd have to kind of pull my American perspective out of this because my initial thought is that he's a war vet, like he's a military vet.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that is also the case.
A lot of military vets can end up in this situation because at least in the U.S. there's so many things that are just not done well on the back end, so that they have ways to be taken care of and stuff. But this is Japan.
Society.
This is Japan, so it's definitely different in that regard. But my immediate thought would be that he does have something, though. Like he does have something.
Yeah, because otherwise, like he was getting by somehow before Koichi came
exactly.
along.
Koichi's situation is probably just one where he actually has like a living space, like of some
better than what Knuckle Duster has or something.
Right, which probably was a box,
Right, exactly. Also, I love the idea that for Popstep, effectively the whole deal of her being a vigilante is just, well, I want to be an idol, but also I don't want to have to like get permission to perform somewhere, but I'm also not using any venues because I'm just like hopping on top of a street lamp.
She's a digital creator. You gotta have,
exactly, right?
You gotta have
got your hustle or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta have a hustle. Yeah.
Yep. And so, yeah, just hey, my vigilanteing is not dealing with red tape.
Yeah. There you go.
Sure. Yeah.
But then Koichi just wants friends. Mm-hmm. Bro just wanted to have a cool, calm college life.
Right.
And yeah, he's got school. Mm-hmm. He's got work.
Yep.
He's got family and stuff as well. But this is what makes him happy.
Sure.
And yet, yeah, he's not really happy. So, okay, friends,
that's a start.
These are two people you could call friends pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, with friends like these, who needs enemies?
I know.
Yeah.
And hey, like you start here, but eventually, I don't know, like you end up maybe like start dating Popstep, I don't know. Maybe you and Knuckle Duster end up sharing some deep, philosophical talks over some beers,
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, the two fans of Popstep that are the middle schoolers, that they like are having being
Jotaro
kind of
and Scott
and Cyclops, exactly. That they're having being kind of recurring characters. I love them. I want them to continue being in this show. Like
they're so good-hearted.
Oh yeah,
they just were like, oh, that guy, yeah, he's a fan, and I think I know the way we can stop him.
Someone gave him some drugs.
He clearly is, just not well.
Yeah.
But if you just shake his hand or if you offer to shake his hand, we could probably stop him. It'd be pretty easy.
Right.
I loved that.
Yep.
Because, yes, the kid needs some help for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But also being told basically, you too can be a hero, probably by the stranger or whatever it was, that then ends up giving him this thing that he's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yep.
I can do anything now.
Right.
I loved the police commentator detective guy that was with Tsukauchi being like, oh yeah, who cares about dreams, right? It's just social order, right? Okay, I'm sorry, my commentary here.
Right.
The idea that, yeah, if you had this kind of technology in the world, it would be rather hopeful for people that could potentially have like a really crummy quirk that like is actively hurting their lives in some way.
Oh yeah, literally, if not for the fact that it makes you lose control.
Yeah.
That would be something that you would want everyone to have access to, right? Like,
or you'd want to have like the ability to maybe through a doctor be able to get like a consistent prescripted
right at the very
amount
least
for it.
Anyone could be a professional hero. Right? Like, it's just go through the courses and stuff, and when it's time to actually, like fight villains or whatever.
I'll put you on Compound V. I mean, I'm just saying. That's basically, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that'll be a whole conversation, I think, at the later points of this story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But for now, one of the things that's really fun about this is that you have this situation where villains are popping up, right? And yeah, no, they're causing all kinds of mayhem and stuff, right? You know, they need to be stopped.
Yeah.
But these are just regular civilians, right? And it went from regular civilians that are taking this drug that, you know, maybe don't necessarily know better.
It's
right?
also being physically handed to them. Like,
Yeah,
it's being
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Here you go. Here's the thing.
Now it's going to, people being against their will injected with this stuff, and then they rage out. Like
Yeah,
that's,
they have no idea what's going on.
Right. And so that's not exactly the kind of thing where I might want a hero like, I don't know, Endeavor to then go in and fight those people because, you know, well, yes, because of the themes and everything and the tone of this story, they're not going to be incinerated and killed.
No,
you know?
they're heroes. They're going to do what's necessary to restrain, subdue, process,
and all of that's
inquire.
going to work well. There won't be accidents and things like that.
No, they are the top of the top in terms of skills.
Right.
So it won't even be a question of how. It was almost done as a montage here to showcase that, yes, if there was a breakout like this, the heroes would respond within minutes.
It'd be like all of the top ones because that's
it's the kind of thing that seems like an international, not a national level incident.
Right.
They would send enough people to solve it. And given that it seems like right now the heroes are just kind of in this era of all might peace, you know?
Sure.
There's probably not that many villain incidents going on right now that are that problematic. So this kind of outbreak would bring the majority of the pro heroes of Japan and bring them in fast, and it'd be like, all right, cool, boom, it's done.
And so now it's the whole question, and I like this as a way that our vigilante, main characters can contribute in a meaningful way. Because yes, maybe it does take someone with the paranoia and observational skills of Knuckle Duster to be like, I saw a bug that looked out of place, you know? And so then I went and chased it, and then I caught it, and sure enough, it had a little injector on it.
Fucking bug.
Yeah, that's
I saw something weird on its ass,
that's not a bug, I smell a rat, you know? Like,
big fat rat.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so now we can do okay, cool, we have some information. It's something that they theoretically could go to the police with of, hey, we found a thing that, but maybe they don't because they're vigilantes and then they have to solve this by themselves or whatever.
Yeah,
that causes
maybe
complications.
Maybe they pass it on to Aizawa, and Aizawa's kind of their middleman.
Yeah, exactly. Some anonymous tips or whatever.
That'd be pretty fun. I do like the idea of this queen, this killer bee. This killer queen. This queen bee.
Right.
Person, because she's very young.
Right.
But specifically also seems to be doing this almost as a let chaos take the world kind of thing here. There's no... Okay, she's probably getting paid is probably the thing.
Well, right, because didn't she say it was like, oh, I work part-time as a villain or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like work. That means getting paid. That's not I decided to get my freak on just because, you know.
Well, right, but then it's the work part-time means you were hired.
Right.
Were they also the people that then equipped her bees with...
Yeah, that's something...
How did that happen?
I see a couple options here. One, it's that she was experimented on or whatever. They figured out how to give her specific doses of this thing or whatever to make it so that her bees can inject it.
Too young.
Yeah, that feels like the more logical explanation, but way too convoluted and complicated for them to do it.
Right.
The alternative, and I don't particularly like the idea of this one, is in a world where a bunch of people have quirks, you might get something as specific as, hey, we found a person that has a bunch of bees that all have empty syringes. And so then we, had her fill them up with a payload of, trigger stuff. And
I think the way you could do that is that she has the ability to control bees. And they are like special bees that she creates.
Sure.
Meaning that someone could come to her with the hey, we need you to create bees with this kind of stuff here. We have another quirk person who can show you the way in order to specifically... So they experimented on the bees, not her.
Okay.
And then it's here you go.
Mass produce them like this.
Okay.
And
And thus, there you go.
Sure.
because
Otherwise, then it seems like her quirk is specifically to have bees that produce this thing. And that could happen, but I don't think that's what the show's going to do.
Yeah, the other thing they could do is that the reason why the eye patch is there is because it's more that she has something like completely different with her eye because of her bee stuff there. So she has like a bee eye.
I think it's a beehive.
Oh, that would be crazy. But if it's that some aspect of her like stores the bees, or at the very least like looks like a bee or has some kind of, bug kind of aspect there, this could also bring up the thing that has been a constant thing with MHA in its world building, is that certain quirks get you basically looked down upon because of either it's unattractive, it's something that doesn't fit well in general society, and if her quirk
that seems like a villain
kind of
quirk or whatever.
Or if her quirk had something that kind of made kind of disfigured her face in a way, then it could also be an aspect there as well.
I would not be surprised because, I would definitely try and be as, non-judgmental and everything. But if I saw someone who had a bunch of bees crawling out of their eye socket, I'd
walk away.
Yeah. I would not.
I'd be very uncomfortable.
I don't know how I deal with that one, Chief. Like that's
with bees. If it was anything else,
like if it was like ants or something,
or like spiders.
Oh God, no.
I'm screaming. I am not made of that kind of mental
Sterner
constitution.
Stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. I don't need to deal with that. It was fun seeing the heroes of the not previous gen, basically, but the heroes that we know and love, but younger, and then some of the ones that would be their previous generations of those heroes' names, like Ingenium, is kind of fun. But then also thinking about it from if this was all some kind of experiment, if this is all some kind of test, these are the people that show up. This is how fast they show up.
Yeah, you're limit testing, basically.
Yeah, and this is the order in which they show up. You have a little bit of time before the actual big heroes show up.
Right.
You have all the flying and super speed heroes showing up that little bit sooner.
That's your basically your indicator of, all right, time to boogie. Time to get out of here.
What happens when Trigger gets put into someone that already has a crazy strong quirk?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. What happens when it gets put into someone that already has a crazy strong quirk? What happens when it gets put into, say, one of our protagonists here? Well, sure. But what if it gets put into one of our protagonists here, and now Knuckle Duster, he actually did an open villain thing or whatever, right? And then he's able to get locked away if he gets found, even though he was just...
He's immune. I ain't got no quirk.
That's why he wears the gigantic, coat. That way they can't do that. But
exactly.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways that
dust on, dust off.
That this could cause rippling consequences and complications. Like this is, even though it's just a kid, this is a terrifying situation to have to deal with.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.